Hi, what's up, everybody? Howie D from Hard Edge Radio. We are backstage, Detroit's Mayhem Fest. We've got Mark from Suicide Silence. What's going on, brother?
Dude, woke up late, crossing time zones, 10-hour drive. I'm here now, though, and the sun is here all of a sudden.
I know, it's been a little shady and rainy, so we got lucky today because we were concerned about maybe crappy weather. Or
The sun heard I was waking up late, and it waited all day to come out.
For you, brother. See?
Yeah,
good.
No, it's just pummeling me.
So we're having some fun with all the bands today, man. We're going to do a couple questions to promote what you got, and then we're going to do like a random 5 just to see what answers you guys give. So
let's party.
All right, let's do it. Fourth studio album, You Can't Stop Me. The first one with Eddie on vocals.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the new CD.
New one's killer, man. It's sonically punishing, dude. It sounds really, really good, and as far as like a whole album goes, I feel really good about from start to finish. You know, every song is really, really good. You can turn it on, flip it to any song you want, and that song's going to be awesome.
Excellent.
But I really like the way it starts from beginning to end. It just flows, and it has an overall vibe. You know, I feel like we really knocked this one out of the park.
Excellent, man. Now, obviously a bummer situation with the old singer passing away the way he did. How have the fans been reacting to the new stuff and to the new guy, to Eddie being in the band?
It's a whole new situation. There was no telling how the response was going to be. We kind of anticipated the whole gamut of responses, but I mean, really, it's insane to meet, you know, fans that never get to see Mitch or never get to see us with Mitch, or maybe they met Mitch and missed the show, and then they come and see this, and this is the first time they've seen us, and it's like, I don't know, it feels good to be bringing back the music that a lot of people felt like they had potentially have lost forever.
Absolutely.
And it just feels good. I mean, we're empowering a lot of these young fans by staying with it, and it feels good.
That's what I notice is I don't know if it's just because of the singer switch, but people seem to be a little more interested now, and maybe not more, but they're definitely like, hey, new singer, let's see what these guys got going on now, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it was big news. It was just such a terrible incident, and a lot of people were talking about it. So I mean, yeah, I guess more people are really interested, and a lot of people probably want to see us fall on our face. So
yeah, well, prove them wrong, right?
Yeah, fuck them.
Awesome. You guys have a bunch of European dates I saw coming up here starting in November. Mm-hmm. You personally, I know you guys have been to Europe before. Do you see a difference, or what is the big difference between the European fans and the fans here in the U.S.?
See, that's the thing. Like, the fans are not what's different about the touring situation.
Yeah, it's the scene in general.
It's you're in Europe. I mean, if anybody's ever been to Europe and like has any idea how much different just the buses or like the vans or getting on a flight, you know, when there's a language barrier.
Oh, that's true.
Like, all that stuff is the thing that makes it difficult. The fans are what make it the reason why we go over there.
Absolutely.
You know? Playing over there, the fans are insane. Just like over here, though, everybody's fucking awesome. You know, who's going to come see a metal show that isn't fucking awesome? You know?
That's true.
we're a giant fucking family, you know, all around the world.
Absolutely.
But yeah, really, the main thing that makes it different is, you know, to quote Phil Anselmo when he's in Russia, he's like, you know, he normally doesn't eat the gummy bears, but, you know, the provisions are provision-less. So, you know, we're just grateful to be in the United States of fucking America.
Absolutely.
And you know, have all of our accoutrements all around the bus.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we're spoiled on Mayhem Fest.
Yeah,
all
that's
right?
good,
So,
though.
yeah.
It's a good time, too. So,
but the fans are great everywhere.
Awesome, cool. All right, you're the first one up for this. We're doing something called 5 Questions at Mayhem Detroit.
Do it.
Number 1, we're only about 2 weeks into the Mayhem Fest, but anything really crazy or any funny happened so far this year, either with you guys or another band?
Let's see, crazy.
No drunken stories yet, or?
Well, see, the thing is, everybody every night is always drunken or intoxicated or influenced by something. I guess it's the funniest thing to watch is our bass player and George Corpse Grinder. They hang out like every single night like they're kids. And
right
they
on.
talk about like, oh, I used to be allergic to peaches when I was a kid, and like just the dorkiest crap, and that's crazy to me.
That's awesome. Of this year's lineup, who is the band that you're most excited to be touring with, or maybe the band you're most excited to catch a bunch of sets and get to see them play every day?
I say the same thing, man. Cannibal Corpse and Korn. It's just this,
Cannibal Corpse. I knew it.
It's just the as far as my influences and where I am on this tour. It's like the two bands that directly influenced me to do what I'm doing are on this tour. So
excellent. That's huge, then.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
huge. It's huge.
Cool. Question number 3. This is a little thinker.
Okay.
If you could pick any band, current or present, where you could kick out a member for a day and be a part of that band and play a show, who would it be?
I Sabbath comes to mind right away.
Excellent.
And I would just be Iommi, or I could come in and play second guitar.
That'd be the band though you'd love to do a show with.
To be with Sabbath.
Excellent.
Dude, come on.
Good answer. Number 4. Tell us something about yourself that might either shock or surprise people. Maybe a certain band in a weird genre you like, or maybe a crazy hobby you have.
Dude, there's so many stupid.
Give us a good one.
I like.
Or a hobby, anything crazy that might surprise people.
I love Blink-182, dude.
Really?
Blink-182 I was raised on it.
So you're geeked about everyone's they're coming back with a new record. I hear everybody talking that they're back now, and
I like them, but I'm not like on their coattails or nothing.
Yeah.
No, it's like Wayne's World, like Frampton Comes Alive. It was delivered to their house with packets of Tide. I got a fucking VHS tape delivered to my house with the Blink-182 video on it from a local radio station when I was like, I don't know, 6. So it's like they fed it down my throat, and yeah, I've liked it ever since.
Cool. And then question number 5: if you personally could put together a 4 or 5 band dream lineup to tour the world with for 6 months, including your band, who would it be? So give us maybe 3 or 4 other bands that you'd love to go on a tour with.
Okay, Gojira. Well, we've already done that, but I'd like to do a real legitimate one. Slayer, Lamb of God, Slipknot, and then we can be at the bottom.
Awesome. Good stuff, man. Good answers.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys, Mayhem Fest. We're here with Mark from Suicide Silence. Be back with somebody else next. Thanks, brother.
Somebody else.
All right, guys, back. Interview number 2 for the day at Mayhem Fest in Detroit. We've got Rob from Cannibal Corpse. What's going on, brother?
Everyone good?
Good, man. Yeah, happy to be in Detroit. Nice day today. You guys ready to tear it up?
Yep, yeah, we're doing the outside, 5:45 to 6:20 slot, which the sun is usually blasting right in our face. But
you're ready with the sunglasses, so you're good to go.
Still bringing the metal. I actually considered keeping them on while we're playing, but might end up falling off or getting all slanted. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been good shows all the way around.
Yeah, it's been good so far, Mayhem.
Yep.
Awesome. About 2 weeks in. Cool. Here's what we're doing just to have some fun. I know you guys get bored with the same questions over and over again, so I tried to have some fun with it. We've got like 3 in general just to promote your latest. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing something called 5 Questions of Mayhem, where we're asking everybody 5 questions just to get some fun answers. So on a serious note, a lot of die-hard metal fans are saying that you're the heavier, more extreme band, and you were one of the main reasons they would actually come to that. What do you say to something like that? That's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously for a tour like this is kind of out of our box, so to say. And we're basically just trying to play for, fans of more mainstream kind of music to possibly open up their ears and eyes to the underground death metal scene.
Absolutely.
And hopefully expand it somewhat for not just us, for all the death metal bands.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much our motive for doing a tour like this.
Absolutely. New album is coming out, September? Skeletal Domain. I've seen a September release date.
Yep. Yeah,
tell us a little bit about the new one.
12 new tracks and produced by Mark Lewis at Audio Hammer Studio.
Oh, excellent.
And very smooth process. It's sounding better than we expected it to, actually. A very smooth process working with Mark. And I think everybody will be impressed with the production.
Excellent. You guys have, 20 years. Actually, 20 plus, I believe. It was 23, 24, kind of since the original or official start.
Yeah, technically the band formed and started in 88.
Okay. Yeah, so getting closer to 25. What is it about music, man? What keeps you guys going? Are you a lifer?
Well,
Could you see yourself doing anything else?
When we were kids, teenagers at least, this is what we wanted to do with our lives. And as soon as you get into the game and start finding success, then it's kind of like what you're meant to do, really. So
True.
It's just the only thing we know, really. It's in our blood.
Absolutely.
So,
cool.
Yeah, we just still have the fire and inspiration to keep doing it.
And you're still doing it good. Like, honestly, you're one of the bands that has not changed too much to conform to like some of the newer trends in metal and stuff. You're still Cannibal Corpse, I think.
Yeah, we're definitely sticking to the original blueprint of what the band started as, a lot more than other bands tend to stray off over the years if they want to sell more records or whatever they want to do.
Yeah, to sell out or
some people just, they grow into a different liking of what they want to write. So, Yeah, we're staying strict to how the band first sounded when the band started. So
Cool.
I think we pride ourselves on doing that instead of altering the sound a little too much to where we'd alienate our older fans.
Right on. No, that's good. All right, the 5 questions of Mayhem. Number 1. I know you guys are still only like 2 weeks into the Mayhem Fest. Any crazy stories or anything funny that's happened so far this first couple weeks?
If I would have known these questions ahead of time, I would have had some time to think about
Anything
it.
come to mind? Anybody get drunk and do something silly or fall off a bus or?
Yeah, I mean we're kind of boring nowadays, man. You know, we really don't party as much as we used to back then, in the day. But somebody puked right outside of our bus last night.
Oh, nice.
Which was kind of like, all right, everybody, watch out.
Yeah, step around and puke.
Yeah, step around. But yeah, all the wild stuff, man. That was a long time ago.
Right on. Cool. Question number 2. Out of this year's lineup for Mayhem, who is the band you're most excited to see, or maybe catch their set?
Body Count.
That's why I'm here.
And
I love them. You guys
play
are Body
right
Count
before us, which is perfect. So we get to check them out, and then Ice-T actually introduces us after the last song.
Nice.
Says, "Get ready for Cannibal Corpse."
That's
which is
awesome.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So.
Cool. Question number 3. If you could pick any band, present or past, where you could kick out a member for one show and be in that band and play a show, who would it be? Who would be your dream band to do a show with and be in that band?
Slayer.
Excellent.
Yeah, but Pat O'Brien got the gig
of
instead of me. So.
So I think you're busy, though. You may have been busy.
That was awesome for Pat to be able to do. I think he did like 8 shows with them in Europe.
Right on.
You know, and that was just a
Huge
great opportunity. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Tell us something about you that might maybe shock or surprise people. Maybe like a certain kind of music that's way out of the realm that you like, or a certain artist, or maybe a hobby. Something that might shock people to know about you.
Man, I need time to think about these kind of questions. You know?
I know. I think how I feel. I had an hour to put them together. I just got the call.
That's a tough one,
Yeah.
man. You know, I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. You can skip.
Blank
That's
right
awesome,
now.
brother. That's cool. And then question number 5. If you could put Cannibal Corpse on a tour, and if you could pick the ideal or your who would be perfect to you, 4 or 5 bands to go tour the world for 6 months, who would you put yourself with on a lineup of like 3 or 4 other bands?
I'd say Slayer, Immolation. They're a death metal favorite of mine.
Okay.
And if Angel Corpse was still together, they're the underground death metal band that I liked a lot. I'd throw them on there. A band called Eon from Sweden, which I like a lot. We're actually going to tour Europe with them coming up near the end of the year.
Cool.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, probably mostly bands that we usually tour with.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, it's good though. But you actually can pick instead of like one here and one there. You can actually pick them. So
yeah, I think that would be a killer.
It would be awesome. And you're the second person to say Slayer out of 2, so 2 for 2.
Well, I think almost all
any metal band I think would say Slayer.
Yeah, almost
Absolutely.
all the bands are influenced by Slayer at this point in time.
For sure. All right, guys. Rob, Cannibal Corpse. Thank you, brother.
Alright guys, back at backstage Mayhem Fest in Detroit. We've got Danny from Alexandria.
Hello again.
What's going on, brother? Oh,
Take
yeah,
two.
This time it's working.
Yeah.
I guess stuck up with like what's going on, brother?
Not much.
I see you limping. What happened?
No, I got fucked up. Got a little bit fucked up, and I was tripping balls and tried to play sports and sprained my ankle, and then got some acupuncture, but then went straight to a boat in the middle of the river, bit a hole in the boat, and then we all had to swim back.
Nice. What we're doing is having some fun with you guys, because I know sometimes you get asked the same stuff over and over. It gets boring.
All the time!
So I've got a few good ones, and then we're doing a 5 questions of Mayhem. So
Okay.
we'll see what you answer.
All right.
Latest album, From Death to Destiny, has been out just about a year. It's charted well. It's got some great acclaim, man. How do you guys think you've grown over the years as a band?
We've grown as songwriters. We have not matured as people. Fortunately, in this line of work, there isn't much call for maturity. So we get to stay young and idiots for forever.
That's awesome. You guys, this is pretty cool, and I had to do some research on this one. You guys actually did an EP a few years ago, and you kind of made it a tribute to some of the bands in the 80s hair metal scene, and you did 2 Skid Row songs.
We did that, and then we did a White Snake tune and a Motley tune, and a Journey tune, and a Def Leppard tune.
I read somewhere that you guys were maybe a little worried about maybe being a little risky, or how the fans would take to doing something to the 80s. And
No, it was more so stupidity of some people who'd somehow never heard of Skid Row and thought that was our new stuff.
Oh.
And,
Jesus.
I mean, I would be stoked if we were just playing that, but people freaked out, and I didn't correct them.
Right on.
Because they deserve to be pissed off if they don't know.
That's true. Come on.
Seriously, they need to pull their shit together.
Who would you say are some of the band's biggest influences as far as the sound? Maybe something you guys strive for? Or...
It's weird. Life rather than bands.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we don't really listen to metal music very much. Like, I'm sat just listening to classic rock all the time.
Okay.
Ben just listens to, like, the blues. I don't know what James listens to. And Sam just listens to, like, electro music.
Really?
Which is horrible.
Yeah, most of it.
Disgusting. Oh, the amount of time I spend just in the bus wishing I could die because of all that bullshit music. Jesus Christ. If I never hear a computer make a noise again, I'll be very happy.
Absolutely. And then I've got one for you. One of our listeners on the radio show is a big fan, and wanted me to ask you about the latest with your side project, We Are Harlots. Yes, what's the latest? What's coming up?
They're finishing up the mixing the album right now. The album's coming out in January. Then we're spending the first 6 months of 2015 Asking's taking time off. Harlot's going to be touring. The single's going to be coming out in a couple weeks.
Okay.
We just got some amazing news that I cannot tell you
I
about.
was going to say, we have an exclusive? No.
Nope, but
Just
we
a
did
tease.
just get the soundtrack to a very big movie that's going to come out.
Excellent.
In sometime in the future. I don't
Maybe
know
Superman versus Batman?
when. No, but is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. It's
even
actually
know.
filming here in Detroit.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't even know.
Absolutely.
No, but I'm going to
That
try.
would've been cool.
I'm going to try and get that as well. And yeah, we just got some other huge stuff. I only found out about it yesterday, so
Oh, right on.
it's still very
It's
early
brand
days.
new.
Yeah, this is like I just got a phone call yesterday from Jeff,
Awesome.
and he's like, "So I got some cool news," and then I'm starting to get mixes back from the album, and it's sounding great.
Awesome. Let's do the 5 questions, man.
All right.
You're up next. We're only 2 weeks into Mayhem, so it hasn't been that long. But any crazy stories? Anything crazy or insane happened so
Crazier than
far?
fucking
Yeah. How did
tripping
let's
balls,
how
biting
did
a hole
that
in a
happen?
boat?
How did that happen? The leg.
I was tripping, and then tried to play sports and tripped. While I was tripping, sprained my ankle. Then I was in a boat, and I bit a hole in the boat, and then everyone had to swim back
Oh.
half a mile.
Wow. Nice.
There was a snake swimming next to me. And I was like, fuck off!
Question number 2 out of the 5. On this year's Mayhem lineup, who is a band you're most excited to be touring with, or maybe a band you're most excited to catch a few sets every night?
It's always good. I mean, Avenged always put on a killer show.
Cool.
Korn as well. They're great friends of ours.
Excellent.
So it's always great being out on the road with them. Most of the bands on this we've been touring with at some point over the years. I mean, Suicide are obviously great friends of ours.
Cool.
Trivium again, great friends. It's it's nice to be out with predominantly just people we already know.
Excellent.
Like we spend all our days off with Body Count and
That's
drinking
awesome.
with them. And,
Absolutely. Hanging with ice?
yeah.
Cool.
My dog and their dogs are really good friends. So it's
I heard that him and Coco have the dogs here.
yeah, they do. And I have my dogs, so they play all day, every day.
We got buddies. Awesome. Question number 4. Tell us something about you that might surprise or shock people. Maybe a certain band that's really mellow that you like, or a hobby that might surprise people. Something about you. Shocking.
I feel like everyone knows that.
Like maybe do you knit or something?
No, I've been exercising. That might come as a shock to people. I'm not drunk. I didn't have any drinks yesterday.
Wow.
Besides, like on stage, which
Well, of
doesn't
course,
count.
of
'Cause that was
course.
beer. That's barely even alcohol. That's the closest thing to a surprising fact.
Right on.
People
Cool.
get.
And then question number 5. If you could put Asking Alexandria on any lineup, say a 4 or 5 band lineup to tour the world for 6 months, who would you put? Who would be your ideal lineup?
Does
with
it have to
Asking
be
Alexandria?
sensible?
It could be anything. It could be any genre.
Aerosmith, Def Leppard,
Really?
Motley, Journey, Van Halen.
I am blown away at that.
That's the
Excellent.
music I listen to,
That's
dude.
good though.
I
No,
just
right
love
on.
classic rock.
I like it all too, man. All right, guys. Danny from Asking Alexandria.
Oh,
Back
no. I'd like to change that last question. I would like to also put Holler and my side project and my solo thing in there, just because then I get more money as well.
We'll make it a festival then.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Thanks, man. Danny from Asking Alexandria. Yes. Thank you, brother. All right, what's up, guys? Back at Mayhem Fest in Detroit. We've got, God, from Legendary Body Count. We've got the man, Ernie C. We got Juan. What's going on, guys?
Oh, Mayhem.
Mayhem. Absolute mayhem.
Mayhem, you know? It's great to be out on Mayhem.
Yeah, what we're doing, man, because you guys, I know you do these interviews over and over, and sometimes it gets boring. We're having some fun.
Okay,
we're going to get some questions out about the new album, you know, make sure we can promo, and then we're going to do 5 questions we've been doing with every band just to have some fun. So, it's good to have new stuff from you guys, man. The new album, Manslaughter, been out about a month. Mm-hmm. Tell us about this new CD.
Well, we took a month off in Vegas to write a good record. So we haven't done a record in 8 years. So it was hard to get back into the flow of writing it, but overall, it's one of our best records.
I agree.
It's up there with our first record. I mean, sonically, it's different. You know, that new record was more. The first record was more experimentation of things, but this record is a solidly good record.
And one thing I want to note, I like is obviously since production quality has gotten better for bands recording, the sound is just amazing. Because you're talking 20-some years later.
Yes,
so.
but it has a lot to do with Will Putney. He produces a lot of Sumerian bands, and we listened to a lot of work he did. And we said that's the guy that can
that you
work.
want.
Yeah,
awesome.
That can work good with us.
Cool. I'm hearing rumors. What are your plans after Mayhem Fest? Any chance of a Body Count headline tour, maybe?
What? What do you think?
We're going to be doing heavy Montreal.
Heavy MTL? Yes.
Yeah. We're doing that. We're doing the War Barbecue.
Ooh, barbecue.
Yeah, Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yes, and we're doing the Afro Punk Fest in Brooklyn, New York, coming up here in August. I think next year we're going to be doing the festivals in Europe in 2015.
Awesome. Yeah, they'd love you guys over
there.
there.
So it really depends on ICE's schedule with Law and Order and
absolutely.
everything. So
absolutely.
As far as, we'll be doing headlining spot dates here and there.
Where you can fit them in.
That's right.
So, cool.
Work around his schedule.
Absolutely. Especially for both you guys, man. What is it about heavy metal that piques your interest, man, to get into doing this? I mean, there's some Sabbath influences. What got you into doing the whole metal thrash thing with Ice?
The loud guitars, you know what I mean? Just wanted to play some loud music. It's nothing can take the place of playing at 120 decibels.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Nothing beats that. So, I played on Ice's rap records. We put as much guitar as we could put on a rap record. Body Count was the next progression, just so we can
absolutely.
Crank it up.
And then one for you. I'm an old school IC fan. I go back 25 years.
Okay.
I was the long-haired metal kid who was singing "I'm Your Pusher" and Drama.
Yep.
How did you and Ice get hooked up? Had you been friends, or?
I went to high school with him.
Oh, okay.
And our friend Sean is sitting over there, and we all went to high school. The original band were all high school friends.
That's what I heard.
The original
okay.
band was, So I've known Ice for almost 30, 40 years.
Okay.
Almost,
awesome.
So.
All right, you guys ready? We're doing the 5 questions at Mayhem.
Let's do the 5
Let's have some fun.
Let's see.
We're only 2 weeks into the festival, obviously, but any crazy stories or anything wild that's happened so far on the tour?
No, we're not that crazy anymore.
Well, even with other bands, anything you got to see?
Nope.
No?
I got a good one for you.
Okay.
I saw the guitar player for Upon a Burning Body.
Yeah, yep.
See, they have 40-ounce drinks on their rider of beer, 40 OZs. Except they come in plastic now. Back in the day, they made it in glass. Yeah, they're not as hardcore as the OG.
Yeah.
But
so they didn't ask for the bags.
right?
You don't know what that is.
That's awesome. The guy was playing. He went behind the stage, threw up, kept playing, came back on. I thought it was pretty metal.
That's cool.
Yeah,
and that's sticking to your mission, your job.
He didn't stop. He just threw up and kept playing.
Awesome. Question number 2 for both of you guys. Out of this year's lineup, who is a band that you're most excited to be touring with, or maybe a band that you're glad you get to see every night play?
I mean, that's all the bands we're excited to play with. But I like Korn. I mean, Jonathan's been a friend for years and years, so I like them. I have to be biased toward them. And also Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah.
We played with them in the Milwaukee Metal Fest in '93. So, friends.
They're getting some big love on this one, Cannibal Corpse. So, what about you, man?
I have to agree with Ernie on those bands. I mean, Korn being from L.A., it's...
Bakersfield.
Yeah,
Bakersfield.
Close.
Absolutely.
And another band I kind of digging on is Darkest Hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Good band. They're on Sumerian now, and I'm digging this.
Yeah, Sumerian's got a good lineup going, man. They've been signing some good bands lately,
they
man.
Have. They have this contest that they're running every night, and they have every city where they have a local band that wins.
Yeah.
So I bet at the end of the day they'll sign one of those bands.
Okay. Question number 3, and this will be some fun for you guys for sure. If you could pick any band, past or present, where you could kick a member out of that band and play a show with that band, who would it be for you?
Wow.
If you could be a member of any band for a night, who would it be?
I'd be Led Zeppelin, man.
Really?
Yeah, come
on.
on, man. I'd want to play, you know, Stairway to Heaven.
That's true, man. Immigrant Song and Rock It Out.
Yeah, and play, you know, the Rain song and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah,
Cool.
I know The Song Remains the Same, the movie, note for note. I used to sneak
Okay.
in to watch that. So, and Jimmy Page is my man, so that's
Right
what
on.
I would do.
Juan, what about you?
Oh man, there's just so many good bands. But I gotta say, I really dig Iron Maiden. You know, it's the old
One of my favorites,
yeah,
man.
the old Maiden.
Got the shoes.
There
Super.
you go.
Oh! Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, buddy. Cool. Question number 4. Tell us something about you that might surprise or shock people. Either maybe a certain kind of music that's way off the map that you dig, or maybe a hobby you got that's weird. Something crazy that people might not know about you.
I like boy pop songs.
Do you really? Like the
Yeah.
boy band kind of stuff?
Yeah,
Really?
real good pop songs that are
Catchy and commercial?
Yeah, you know, like Bye 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 and all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm shocked. Ernie C., you heard that?
I no deny, but girls like them too.
Oh,
so-
no, absolutely. You got an ulterior motive with that, see? Juan, what about you? Somebody who might surprise, anything that might surprise people to know about you.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Like, are you a closet knitter, maybe, or collect stamps?
I'm a big Dodger fan, though.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
I would hope so. Being an LA boy.
Right, you know the hat's black.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Cool. And then question number 5, man. If you could put together, take Body Count out on tour, and pick 4 bands to tour with for the ideal lineup to tour the world for 6 months, who would you guys want to go on tour with? What would be cool for you?
Black Sabbath,
Okay.
and then we would have Black Sabbath. I don't know who else. Slayer would be good.
Slayer, Black
That's come
Sabbath.
up a lot of times.
Slayer, Black Sabbath.
I would like Guns N' Roses, the original lineup for Guns N'
Absolutely,
Roses.
the Slash X,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the original lineup. 'cause
Absolutely.
Duff has been a friend for years. That'd be great to go out with. Because John Reese, the tour manager for Guns N' Roses, is the promoter of this show. So
For Mayhem,
for
absolutely.
Mayhem.
Right
So,
on.
yeah, that'd be great. You
Cool,
know?
man.
And throw in Exodus in there, too.
Oh, love him, man. How are you feeling about Salsa being back?
I think Zetro had to come back. I mean, nothing against
Rob, I agree.
Dukes.
I agree.
I think it was the move they had to do at this point.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Dukes.
Of course, and you can't ever bring back Paul. And I think
No.
I think Salsa did such a great job. Toxic Waltz, and come on, man.
Tempo of the Damned is a
Yes.
great record. I came out in 2004. I think it was the move they had to do. Now with their new management and everything, it was a right move.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Ernie C. Juan, Body Count.
Cool, that was
Awesome.
fun.
Thanks,
That was
guys.
fun. Thank you.
All right, what's up, everybody? Still at Mayhem Fest in Detroit right now. We've got J-Man from Mushroomhead. What's going on, brother?
Detroit Rock City.
Yeah,
Welcome.
man. How's it been? Mayhem
It's
so
been
far.
fantastic, man. It's been unbelievable.
Cool. I got to ask you first off, man, how does it feel to be back with the band? It's pretty new.
It's one of those things like riding a bike, man. It's natural. It's just it's none of it's forced. It's all out of love. It's all out of family. It's never really gone away, but it's good to be back in the public eye with the boys. I've always been by their side throughout the whole thing.
I might be a little out of the knowledge, but you took off for a little bit. Why did you take off for a bit?
My dad got really sick,
Okay.
and like the touring schedule was one of those things, and he and I were really distant for a few years, so it was one of those things that I had to like kind of come to terms with before it was too late, and
Yeah.
I'd carry that weight the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was for the right reasons,
Yeah, absolutely.
It also put things in perspective too. As a person, as an artist, as a creative entity with these guys, it definitely made me appreciate it more as well.
Cool. The new album, The Righteous and the Butterfly, has been out about 2 months, man. Tell us a little bit about the new CD.
The new CD, to me, is us getting back to our roots. It's my first record back with the band in about 9 years. We got some new players on it. We really focused on kind of trying to encapsulate the whole 20 years of the band within one record, and
Right
make
on.
it a cinematic kind of vision. And it was pure. It was effortless in the sense, I mean, we worked our ass off on it, but it was effortless in the sense that, like, you didn't really have to, like, fake things emotionally. Like, there was so much going on with the band, with our personal lives, with our friends, that, it kind of wrote itself.
Cool, man. What's up after Mayhem Fest? What do you guys got planned for the rest of the year?
We got a big tour in October. I really can't say who with at the moment, but
we're getting a lot of that. We got stuff, but we can't tell you right now.
There's all these clauses when you're on an event like this and you're in that corporate world. You know, it's like you can't play. You know, there's radius clauses on playing on off days, and then you can't announce whatever while something else is on sale. And
right on.
You know, so
cool. We're doing something fun with everybody, just to kind of so you guys don't get in the same boring questions over and over. We're doing something called 5 questions.
All right,
we're asking everybody the same 5, see what your answers are.
Okay.
Cool, man. Number 1, it's only been 2 weeks of Mayhem. Any crazy stories
3
yet?
weeks, man. Don't
Is
cheat
it? I thought it was July 5th. Didn't it start July 5th?
I guess so. We had to play a week out. We're Cleveland, so I mean, we're Midwest kids.
Absolutely.
So we had to play our way all the way out there. So we had a whole week to get to California where it started.
Any crazy stories yet so far with Mayhem? Either you guys or another band?
All crazy, man. How much time have you got?
Something good that stands out, maybe? Anybody get drunk or puke on somebody's tour bus or any crazy stories yet?
Nothing like that. I think everyone's still kind of on their somewhat
still fresh
behavior, but there's still 4 weeks left.
Yeah, for sure. Out of question number 2, out of this year's lineup, who are you most excited to be touring with, or maybe who are you most excited to see play every night?
Well, a lot of these bands we played with over at the Soundwave Festival in Australia.
Yeah.
We played with Suicide Silence, Miss May I, Avenged Sevenfold, Korn. So, we kind of already been doing the festival thing with them dating back to February over in Australia. But the one band that I guess that I didn't expect to impress me the most was Upon a Burning Body. I thought they're doing a great job. Texas Hippie Coalition is doing a great job.
I'm hearing good things about them.
Dude,
excellent.
Well, it's a nice thing that breaks the day up, man. Instead of just an onslaught of metal, it's some good time
nice
rock
little
and
break
roll,
in the
man.
middle.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Question number 3: if you could pick any band, past or present, to kick somebody out of that band and be a member of that band for one show, who would it be?
Wow, that's a really tough question.
We've heard Slayer a lot. We've
honestly,
heard Maiden.
I can't even answer it, dude. I
Really?
would probably say Faith No More, but there's no way I could even do anything close to what Mike Patton could do. So I'd feel like an asshole for ruining that band.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know if you'd ruin it.
That's a band. That's one of the reasons I joined Mushroomhead, was the fact that they were doing things with keyboards and hard rock.
Yeah, a little different, man.
And I mean, that's how we started, and I think that's what we tried to get back to on this record, was getting back to the roots of it, make it eclectic. We're not just a metal band.
Absolutely.
We can play a lot of different things.
Cool. Question number 4: tell us something about you that might shock or surprise people. Maybe like Adele, you like some weird music. What's something that might shock people?
Well, I like a lot of weird music, I guess. Well, I like good music, which I guess nowadays is weird.
Yeah, it seems to be out of the norm.
Aside from that, I collect vintage toys and
records.
That's
cool.
I'm like a vinyl junkie.
So you got to be happy with vinyl coming back, and all the colors are coming back.
That is that's the one blessing in the industry right now, is that vinyl is making a comeback.
Absolutely. And, cool. And then question number 5: if you could take Mushroomhead on tour and pick 4 bands to tour the world for 6 months, who would you be? Who would be an ideal tour for Mushroomhead? 4 other dream bands.
Faith No More, Slipknot, Clutch, and Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
That'd be a pretty good lineup, man. Awesome. All right, guys, been hanging out with J-Man from Mushroomhead.
Thanks, man.
Mayhem Fest
Appreciate
Detroit.
your time, man. Stay hard.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.
You got it.